Hi guys, this is Josh from Pageant Empress, and today is a very special day because not only am I going to present to you my final prediction, soon after this I will also be celebrating my birthday, so I'm turning 30 with Miss Universe competition as I'm watching the competition tomorrow morning. So yes, it should be fun. Anyway, so yes, in this video I will be talking about my top 30 favorites for Miss Universe 2024, and this will be an exciting and really tough journey because for the last 2 months I have been watching the videos, especially the CA talks on the website to understand more about the social work. So I have 5 requirements to select my top 30. So my 5 requirements that I have selected in order to pick my top 30 are: number one, the preliminary performance. So yesterday was a preliminary competition, so I have looked at all of the 125 contestants minus Kosovo and South Africa. So I've looked at the performance in swimsuit and evening gown. I did not include the national costume because I think it's unfair to collect that. So I've only included the swimsuit and evening gown points. Then the social project, social advocacy is a really important part of the Miss Universe competition, as you have to be an advocate for a social project that is close to your heart. So I've looked at all of the contestants' CA Talks videos, and I'll also briefly mention it when I'm talking about some of my top favorites. So I think social project is super important, and I've seen some girls who are very common project, but some have very personable project. And the ones who got high points are the ones who have managed to connect with themselves about the person story and we're not afraid to be vulnerable. So I've given high points to those ones. Social media presence, of course, social media is really important if you are someone who's interacting really a lot with your fans, how you're talking to the people, and also the post, the quote of the post, really important. Are you talking only about selfies? Is it just sexy photos, or is there something meaningful? Are you talking about empowering other people or talking about charitable purposes on social media? That is also something I'm looked at. Impactful future. So what are you going to do with the Miss Universe crown? Are you only going to be maybe an actress or a model, which is fine, nothing wrong with that, but are you going to use this platform to uplift the underprivileged people? Are you going to do something bigger and greater for the people who may feel like they have no voice? So I'm also looking at the potential of the future as Miss Universe and what can they do with this crown. And last, personality is really important. It doesn't matter if you're the most stunning girl in the group if you do not have a good personality. So when I'm talking about personality, I have looked at the national interviews of a lot of the contestants, as well as how they're interacting with the pageant fans, the vloggers, the media people during the stay in Mexico. So I've also looked at how they interact with each other, the contestants, as well as the fellow media people, the pageant pages. So quick shout out to you guys. So these are my 5 requirements. Let's begin my top 30. Before I talk about my top 30, these are the 8 ladies who almost made my list. So those are Cambodia, Serbia, Slovakia, Angola, New Zealand, Botswana, Netherlands, and Mauritius. I think they all did a spectacular job, but they just missed out in my top 30. Okay, let's talk about my top 30. So in my 30th place, I have Mexico. Being the host country, she automatically gets a placement. It's not a big issue. I was not a big fan of her preliminary gown, so she is in my 30th place. In my 29th place, I have Malaysia, Sandra Lim. I think she is doing fantastic. I'm really enjoying her fashion, and I believe this will be a long time since Malaysia has actually get a placement in Miss Universe. I believe this is the year that they'll finally get a placement, and I really like her evening gown. The gold one is beautiful. Australia. I think Australia has that typical Aussie vibe, which is very chill, down to earth, very humble. I was looking at her videos too. She's really nice, how she interacts with other people, other contestants as well. So she seems like someone who could be a really good friend. And also, yesterday's swimsuit performance was really good. I really liked it. So she got high points in the swimsuit. Her evening gown is a little bit too simple for me. It's a bit bridesmaid or like bridal, I would say. So I think the gown should be changed for the finals. Russia, I love Russia. I think Russian girls, especially the Eastern European girls, they always have beautiful feminine aura, and I think she has been serving as fashion. She is a fashion queen. I think her evening gown is also quite good that she wore yesterday. I'm a bit worried about her communication skills, so I don't know how she did during the interview, which we did not get to witness it, but I have some concern about her speaking skills. That's the reason she is in my 27th spot. Then in my 26th place, I have Spain. I think Spain is beautiful. I'm really happy that finally Spain is embracing diversity, as I believe she's the first black contestant to represent Spain, and that is quite a historical moment. I also really liked her preliminary evening gown and swimsuit yesterday. I thought this was beautiful. I love the beads and pearls that she has. The pearls kind of links back to the Miss Universe crown, the new one that was announced like 3 days ago. So I think it's really smart. And I'm really happy with her social media. I like how she's always very update and quick and update with what she's doing. So I really enjoy following her on social media as well. And I think she's beautiful. In number 20, well, this will be 25, right? Yeah, so it's Canada. Canada is the first for Indigenous Native Canadian women to represent the Queen of North Canada. So I'm really happy to see that there is a celebration and inclusivity for the Native people for Canada. Finally, I think it's about time for that. I also really liked her evening gown. I thought it was one of my personal favorite. I really loved this. I believe this is by Leo Almoda from the Philippines, and I've seen this in Miss Grand as well when Colombia wore this year when I went to see Miss Grand in person. So I really like this. It's in a different color, but I love this evening gown. I think she's doing a wonderful job being a representation for the community, especially the underprivileged people, which is also part of a social project that I watched in a CI talk. So I think this is really empowering. I'm really happy that she has a voice for the voiceless, and I think she will do an excellent job in the future. So she has a great potential for the upcoming days that I can see her as a Miss Universe Canada to really uplift the marginalized people. So I'm really happy for Canada. Then we have the Bahamas. So Bahamas, I was really happy with the swimsuit. I think the evening gown, since we did not really actually got to see the performance aspect, it was just posing. So for me, she has really high points for the swimsuit portion of the competition. I think she did really excellent. I really like her powerful stage presence. Her runway skills was excellent. It was extraordinary. I think she has a very bright future as a top model, as a supermodel. She would probably just grace the runways in Paris, New York, Milan, London. So I think she has a good potential in runway aspect. Other things, she's also quite good at speaking. So I did look at her videos as well. She's quite good at speaking as well. So I am excited. I think she'll be a dark horse in the competition, and I'm really excited to see what else she will bring to the table. I think she will make wonders in the upcoming days, especially in the finals. Let me just drink a bit of water, then I'll talk about Indonesia. Okay. Indonesia is in my 23rd place. I'm really happy. I think this will be a great placement. I think the last 2 years they did not place in Miss Universe, and they did have some conflict with the national directors, but I'm happy that now we have a new organization, new leadership who has the Miss Universe Indonesia franchise. I think they're doing a brilliant job, and Clara, I think, was an excellent choice to represent Indonesia, the largest island nation at the Miss Universe competition. I'm really liking her fashion. I'm also really liking how she's interacting with the fans. She's really humble. She's really down to earth. She's very approachable, and I really like that she has one of the best personality if I have to just base on the interview videos I've watched. She's very eloquent, well spoken. She's good at communication skills. So in terms of if she makes the top 12, and in case they have a Q&A for top 12, I think she will make even further than top 30. At the moment, I think there are the stronger girls. That's the only reason I have in top 23 spot. But I know that Indonesia will do excellent job if she makes it to the Q&A portion as well. And I really did like a Prumne evening gown as well. I think it was a good choice. It's asymmetrical. The color really complements the skin tone. So I really liked it. I think Indonesia finally would get a placement after 2 years. Moving on, so these are the ladies who are rounding up my top 30. So top in number 22 and 21 spot. In the 22, I have Israel. This is a beautiful evening gown. I think Israel has one of the most beautiful face in the competition. I'm really happy they are back with a very strong contestant. I think she just has that flair, that she just has that aura that really stands out on the stage. I think she has a good passarella, and I know she has a meaningful purpose as well. Her social project that I looked at the CI Talks YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, you need to go to the YouTube channel, just type CI Talks, and you understand why I have certain countries that you may not expect to place. But I think Israel has one of the strongest projects as well, so I'm really happy to see her back. I don't know when was the last time they placed Miss Universe, but I'm really happy that they have sent a very, very, very excellent contestant to Miss Universe. Then I have Bolivia. Bolivia for me is a dark horse in the competition. I know it's a small country in Latin America, but I'm really, really happy that this year the Miss Bolivia, she is beautiful. She's extremely, extremely strong. Her passarella for me, she stood out both in the swimsuit. I thought her swimsuit, she got really high points from me. The evening gown, it was okay. It was quite a safe performance, but since we did not really get to see individual runway for the evening gown, it kind of balanced out. But I think she also won Voice for Change, so she was part of the finalists for Voice for Change, and I think she will be in the top 30 for the Miss Universe competition. I remember in Miss International too, Bolivia was runner-up. I think in Miss Universe too, they'll get quite a nice placement. So good job to you, Bolivia. So these are my top 30 from 21 spot to top 30. So the 30th place, which is Mexico. So these are, so I'm talking from 21 spot. Bolivia, Israel, Indonesia, Bahamas, Canada, Spain, Russia, Australia, Malaysia, and Mexico. So these are my top 30. What do you think of my top 30? I'm going to move on to my top 20 next. So these are my top 20. First, I have in my 20th place, I have USA. So I think USA has finally sent a really strong contestant after Arbini Gabriel. I know a couple of Miss USA have not been that great at the Miss Universe competition as much as I really love watching the national competition. I think Alma Cooper, she comes from a really strong military background. She has served in the American military and she served for the nation. So she really has headstrong dedication, very intelligent, really well spoken. I've watched the Miss USA performance. She gave really incredible and outstanding answer. So I know that she nailed the closer interview. So public speaking skills, check. Stage presence yesterday, check. I think this evening gown looks brilliant, and I think her swimsuit was also quite strong. So I'm pretty confident that USA will be in top. Well, they don't have top 20, so I'll say top 30. It's just that in terms of placement, I think she'll rank towards the front of the top 30. So I think she did really good. I love her smile. I think this is an element. She's enjoying the moment. She's embracing a Mexican culture as well since she's half Mexican. So I think she will be in the top 20, well, top 30, let's just say, but for the sake of the video, top 20. Then we have Finland. Finland was also part of the Voice for Change finalist. I think she had the silver one, right? Silver for the Voice of Change. And I watched her Sia talks. It is really empowering, really inspiring. And I really like how she speaks. It is so soft. She's so soft spoken, but at the same time, she is also very confident and really aware of herself. She has a really good self-awareness. And for me, that is an important quality to have in Miss Universe. However, still saying that, I was slightly disappointed with her preliminary competition performance aspect. That is the reason why she did not make my top 12. Previously, she was part of my original top 12 finalist, but I think other girls outperformed her. I do want her to change the evening gown. I think this color pink does not suit her skin tone. She needs a bit more icy tones, like really cooler colors. Think about like ice queen, right? So white, silver, blue. I'm talking about light blue, not dark blue. Like lighter colors or pastel colors really suits her since she has quite a fair skin. And also the blonde hair, it's quite like platinum blonde. So she needs to embrace that Queen of North vibe because Elsa, let it go, let it go. Elsa is watching. So anything similar to Elsa will really suit her. Then we have Vietnam. Originally, I did not have Vietnam in my top 30, but after watching her preliminary evening gown, she has to be in top 30, minimum top 30, because I love this evening gown. She got really high points in the evening gown competition. This is spectacular. I love this big volume. I just love, especially the big, sharp geometric shapes. I think this is a brilliant, and she got really high. I think she got like 10 out of 10 points. If you haven't seen my previous video, watch that. She got the best in the evening gown, so she scored really high points. She was also Miss Vietnam, I think 10 years ago, like quite a while ago. She was Miss Vietnam, which is the oldest and then the most prestigious beauty pageant in Vietnam. She is a celebrity with tons, like over 100,000 followers. So she also has a very strong social media presence, and she has been doing a lot of different charitable humanitarian activities in Vietnam, helping more than 1,000 people over the last 10 years. So for me, she seems quite a well-rounded individual, so I will be more than happy if Vietnam makes the top 30. Moving on, France. I think France has finally kind of embraced herself, because during the Miss France competition, I was a bit hesitant because she did not have a very strong passerella. At least in Miss Universe, when she came after about a year of preparation, her passerella, her runway skills has improved dramatically. So I do see change for good. I like the title, Voice for Change, change for good. So I really like the Miss France. She looks beautiful in this evening gown. This is really redefined. It's very elegant, it's sophisticated, very graceful. So I really like the styling of the evening gown. I think she should wear the same gown for the finals if I were her. And I think French team are doing a brilliant job of styling Miss France. It is really looking very polished, very chic, which is obviously that special quality about the French delegates. They always have the best wardrobes. So I'm excited. Also, she has a really good social media presence too. So she got high points from my evening gown points and social media. So moving on. So these are my top 20 from 16th spot to 13. So I have Honduras. Honduras also won the special award yesterday at the, I think it was the best skin by Olivia. I forgot her last name, the Filipino lady who has the skincare, Miss You Skincare. Yeah. So she got the special award, which means sponsors like her. She has a beautiful face. She kind of gives me like Jessica Rabbit vibes with the red hair. I think she's extremely beautiful, attractive, with a little bit of a sexiness, which I like. So I think since the sponsor like her, she will be in the top. She will be in the top. So, hands down. Moving on to Argentina, I absolutely think this is a breathtaking evening gown. Unfortunately, this is not a great quality picture, but if you see HD content, which I'm sure she'll post soon, this evening gown is one of the most beautiful evening gown I've seen in this year's Miss Universe competition. She looks like a queen. I love the cape. It is so rich, so luxurious, so queenly and majestic. So I love this evening gown. She got really high points for evening gown and swimsuit. She has a really star quality, so I see bright future in terms of potential for the future of what she can do with the Miss Universe crown. I think there is so much scope to it. So that's why she got high points on the future aspect and her stage presence. So I think those two, she nailed it. And I'm excited. Keep this gown, by the way. If you're watching this video, Miss Argentina, Magali, please wear this gown, and the styling is impeccable. So I want to see the same gown for the finals because I can actually see her making further than top 30. Then I have Philippines. I was let down with her styling and her performance in the preliminary competition, so I have deducted a lot of points for the swimsuit and the evening gown. I expected really a lot. I have really high expectation from Chelsea Manalo, Miss Philippines, since she comes from a pageant countries where they truly celebrate beauty pageant, especially Miss Universe. So for me, this evening gown was not Miss Universe level. This could easily be a ball gown for any event, special events that you could wear to. So I think she needs to change the evening gown. This does not scream Miss Universe. Also, the styling, her performance really needs to kind of, she needs to drink some Red Bull. It needs to be a bit more high energy for swimsuit. Looking back at her national performance, which was so much better, especially the way she performed herself in the swimsuit competition was so magnetic. I absolutely loved her swimsuit performance in the Miss Philippines competition, and also the evening gown was so regal. So we need to see that. That charm is missing from Chelsea. That white dress she had with a lot of look like ostrich feathers. It just was so regal, so beautiful. So I need to see that evening gown or something similar styling on Chelsea. I think she looks good with brighter colors, so white, yellow, pink, orange. It needs to have more vibrancy because like vibrant or saturated colors because this blue color is too dark for her. I think she needs something to really shine on stage, and I still have high expectation because I'm really happy that she's the first black contestant to represent the Philippines. I know they had darker skin tones delegates like Venus Raj before, but she's technically the first black contestant to represent the Philippines. So I'm really happy that she has a good story to tell, which is really inspiring. That is the reason I have her in my top 30 at number, I think this is number 14 spot. Yeah, 14 spot for the Philippines. What do you think of Chelsea's performance, guys? Let me know. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. What do you truly think of her performance? Because I was truly let down, but she did do really good at the other aspects. So she is in my top 30. Then we have Colombia. Okay, Colombia is a queen. We know that Colombian queens, they really outperform a lot of the girls, and I really love the swimsuit performance. I think she gave a really strong performance in both the swimsuit and the evening gown. I think she was spectacular. I think she is just really wonderful. I've been following her social media. She gets high points on the social media aspect too. So I think overall she is wonderful, and I'm really excited to see what else will she bring in the Miss Universe grand coronation on the 16th of November. So I have a lot of high expectation from her. The outfit is beautiful. The evening gown is beautiful. She could wear the same evening gown if she wants. The styling is impeccable. Overall, it's exquisite look. So I really like Colombia's performance overall. Now, so these are my top 20. I know we don't have top 20, but only for the ranking, for my prediction, I did top 30, top 20, top 12, and top 5, okay? So, in my from my 13th spot is to top number 20th, I have Colombia, Philippines, Argentina, Honduras, France, Vietnam, Finland, and USA. So what do you guys think of my top 20? Let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. All right, let's move on to my top 12. Brazil. I think Brazil is beautiful. She has this youthful vibe. She's really young, very fresh, and I like that she experimented with a hairstyle. I think it looks so young, but at the same time quite mature at the same time, if that makes sense. I know she is quite confident in herself because the evening gown she wore is extremely sexy and very risky, but she managed to make it look elegant at the same time. So I actually like it. Some people don't like it. I've read comments on social media that some people didn't like evening gown, but I actually really like it. I think Brazilian girls have that salsa vibe. They have that special quality about themselves. That's the reason they have so many supermodels that come from Brazil, and I think she will do amazing. I don't see her as Miss Universe though. I think she will do better for other beauty pageants. So this would be a really good learning experience for her to go to further beauty pageant, whether it's Miss World, Miss Supranational, or any other beauty pageant that she wants to venture out. So I think she will be in top 12 though. So I'll give Miss Brazil top 12 based on her stage presence. Then we have Nigeria. I think Nigeria has one of the most beautiful faces in the competition, one of the strongest from Africa for sure. She comes from the giant of Africa, so they have millions and millions of beautiful people. And I know that she's good at public speaking after I heard of videos, especially the ones from Miss South Africa when she joined the competition. There were a lot of clips of her speaking. And also after she won, I watched a couple of interviews with the Nigerian television network companies. So I did watch it and I am so impressed by her. She also got really high points on her social media. I really love how she interacts with her fans. She's so friendly. She just has that relatability with any girl out there, whether you're from Africa or outside of the continent. She really knows how to touch the hearts of the people. For me, that got a really high point. So for me, personality is really important, and I think Nigeria just knows exactly how to just talk to people, connect with them in a personal level. So she got high points in the personality, social media, and communication skills. I would say she does need a little bit more energy for the performance aspect. So her stage presence was not that great. I gave her 7 points out of 10 on the preliminary performance. Even though she looks beautiful on this screenshot, I do think she needs a bit more energy for the swimsuit aspect, as the swimsuit was not as good as, let's say, other contestants. Hold up, my hair. Let me double check my hair. Is it looking messy? Yeah, see, my hair is always kind of... Okay, we're back. All right, now let's talk about Chile. Chile, Amelia. I think Amelia is absolutely breathtaking, beautiful, glamorous, sexy, talented. So she ticks a lot of the boxes like social media, talent, her future. I know that if she wins Miss Universe, she could uplift the brand of Miss Universe to a wider range of people, especially in Hollywood. She could really be a celebrity. So the potential of her being a Miss Universe is huge. She has the talent, she has public speaking skills, she's really outgoing, so she got really high points for the personality. She did wonderful on the preliminary competition yesterday. I was wowed by her swimsuit. Like, did you saw this girl? She rocked that swimsuit. So she got really high points for 4 of my 5 points, right? Point system I gave them. So she got really high points in all of them, especially the 4 ones that I just mentioned. I think this evening gown is beautiful. It's radiant. She's glowing on the stage. This color, like the bright fuchsia pink, it's such a great color on the stage. She really shined yesterday, and I think she's heading towards the right direction. It is all about making sure that she's being consistently progressing in the same way as possible, and I think she could possibly make the top 5. So I know at the moment I have gave her in the 10th position, but I can see her placing much higher than just the top 12. Moving on to Puerto Rico, the beautiful Caribbean island that produces so many beauty queens. I believe they have won every single contest out there. Is that correct? Yeah, I think they have won almost every single big competition that I can think of. They have Miss Grand, Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss International. Have they won Supra? That's the only one I cannot think of. But anyway, going back to Jennifer. I love Jennifer. I'm really happy to see so much transformation and progress from her life experience. First, she competed at Miss World and she did not place in Miss World, but it doesn't matter because she's a fighter. She is out there making a difference, making a positive aspect. I love her social advocacy. It's talking about self love and the importance of taking care of your mental health. I really like that she's encouraging people that yes, she is a beauty queen, but it is so important that you do not get so confused or just entangled with the beauty aspect about beauty pageant or social media that a lot of young girls are being super affected about okay, I have to be perfect all the time, but it is not important. Sure, if you want to look presentable, you want to groom yourself and look nice for yourself, that is great, but do not change your physical aspect, your beauty, to cosmetically enhance yourself just to be validated by the people, whether it's men or your friends or your family. So I really like a social project too. So she got high points on the social project. Of course, the stage presence was impeccable. High points on that. Personality, high points. Also, her what was it? Future is also really good. So she got 4 points, really high in four of the five requirements I gave her. Then moving on to finishing up my top 12 is yeah, my hair is messy today. Hold on. Okay, let's move on to remaining of my top 12, I have Cuba. Cuba has returned after I think 50 plus years to Miss Universe competition, which is long wait. But I think she did brilliant. She was radiant, she was glowing on the stage. I really like her stage presence. I think she had one of the best swimsuit performance. The evening gown was also really nice. I think she looks great. She does reminds me of Miss Venezuela's. There's something about her. Every time I look at her, she reminds me of I think Gabriela Issa. Not Gabriela Issa. It was the one before her in 2012. She reminds me of her. I think she just has that classic Venezuelan vibe. So which I think the judges will really like and appreciate because majority of the judges are Latin Americans. So I think that she'll get high points from the judges. Stage presence, check. Communication check. She speaks English and Spanish fluently. I have seen her interview videos and how she expresses herself. She's really eloquent, very confident. So communication skills check. Two check. What else? Her social media is also quite good. She's always there to showcase her personality, who she is as a person. She's very likable, and I really enjoy following her on social media. So social media check. What else do I have? Social project too, I think was quite good. I would say that overall she is a very versatile queen. So I think Cuba has come back really stronger than ever. So I have really high expectations from Cuba, and I think she is brilliant. I will be more than happy if she makes top five as well. So this was Cuba. Going to Africa, for me, she is the queen of Africa. It's Zimbabwe. I think Saki is so beautiful, first of all. I think she looks brilliant in the evening gown. I just am so happy that she joined Miss Supranational previously, where I think she won top model, and she was, I think, the Queen of Africa, if I'm not wrong, right? Guys, let me know in the comment section if that's correct. So I know that she has previous pageant experience, so she is very confident in the stage presence aspect. Check, number one. Number two, she's has a bright future. I can see her as a top model and any other aspect that she wants to go through. I think I also looked at her CI Talks video. She talks about uplifting the African community. I think she just really loves being African, and I think that is really important to have that pride in yourself. So 3 points check. What else? Personality is great. I love how she interacts with other beauty queens, whether it's African contestants or other aspect, other different continents. She's always just in the group of different diverse contestants. I really like how she talks to other people. So that is also a check. My hair is moving. Hold on. Hold on. My hair is moving. I can already feel it. Yeah, I did just wake up, so maybe that's the reason. Hold on, this side. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. Go back. So yeah, I really like how she interacts with the beauty queens, the fans. Her fashion is on point, and I think she'll be a great Miss Universe. If they want to crown a African girl for Miss Universe this year, I think Zimbabwe is the perfect one. Then moving on to the incredible India, I think Rhea is just chef's kiss. I love how she performed on the stage. Stage presence, 10 out of 10. If I have to give her points, she outdid everyone. She actually performed a lot better than a lot of the fan favorites. So kudos to you, India. I think you did exceptionally well. Communication, check. 2 points already, right? Stage presence, 10 out of 10. Communication skills, 10 out of 10. I know that Indian girls, they are very intelligent, very outspoken, very empowered. Also, social project was also brilliant. I love how she expressed herself, very eloquent. I think if she makes to the top five, girls, you better watch out because India is there to take out the crown. I'm not even kidding. I know the reason I have in top six is because I think other girls overall have very strong performance and other aspect. But I think India, despite being what, like, she's quite young, right? She's one of the youngest in the contestants, but it doesn't matter. She's really confident. She is self-aware of who she is, and you know what? She could actually win if she gets to the top five, holds that microphone. I will not be surprised if India wins the Miss Universe crown. Just letting you guys know. But I think this is beautiful. I love this evening gown that she has. It's from a Vietnamese designer. I'm really happy that Miss Universe India organization is collaborating with other talents from other countries who are really helping to enhance the beauty of the Indian beauty queens. Even in Miss Grand International, Rachel had the Vietnamese evening gown. Even Miss Universe in India has Vietnamese evening gown. So I think this is brilliant. I wish her all the best. I know that she's going to kill it. I know she's going to give an extraordinary performance in the finals, and she is there. She is one of the strongest in Asia, and I'm really happy to see that. Okay, it's time, guys. It is time for me to reveal my top five finalists. Wait, top five. Okay, so these are my top 12 from 6th spot to 12th place. 6 spots I have India, then Zimbabwe, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Chile, Nigeria, and Brazil in my 12th spot. Then we have my top 5. So I have Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic ate yesterday. She ate. She was the best performer. Hands down, if yesterday was the final, Dominican Republic was going to win that Miss Universe crown. No questions asked. If it was only based on stage presence, she gets 100 points out of 10. I think she outdid everyone. She just blew it out of the water. She is that girl. She has a bit of an attitude. I know that. She's a bit sassy. I understand that. So she did get deducted points on the personality aspect. But if it's stage presence, brilliant. Social project, she's helping the underprivileged people, especially children, through education, helping people to come out of the poverty cycles. I'm really happy that her social media is actually quite nice. So she got high points on social project, and her preliminary competition. Also, future, I can see her as an actress or someone who works in the Latin American market because her beauty is exquisite. I can see her working in the Latin market, also in Hollywood. I know that she needs to improve her English. Her English is not the best, but once she improves the communication skills aspect, I can see her as an actress or a celebrity in America, in the US. So I think Dominic Republic is the best. If it's based in stage presence, the runway aspect, she was the best, okay? And it's just that the personality, I'm not sure if the judges will like her personality, so it's a risk for me to put her in top five. But I cannot deny that she outperformed everyone, so that's the reason she's in the top five. I love this evening gown. I love when she's always just dancing around with the media people, just giving us turns. Just she's beautiful. She's extremely talented. It's just I just want her to kind of improve the personality aspect. That's my only concern, is that if the judges know how she acts off the camera, or like, yeah, I'm not sure how judges will feel about that, but I'm pretty sure she did good in the interview because she's quite good at speaking in Spanish. So top five. Then I have Denmark. For me, Denmark is the queen of the north, queen of Europe, I should say. Victoria, I have been super impressed since the day she landed in Mexico. Her and the Miss Denmark organization are extremely hardworking. Social media on point, check. Beauty, check. Even though beauty was not part of my requirement, but beauty runway, check. Where did she learn, by the way? Clearly, her trainers have done the homework, the research, because usually European countries are not very good at the runway aspect, but Denmark, I cannot how amazing she looks. She was brilliant. She was phenomenal. The swimsuit was fire. Even the evening gown, love. I love how she truly embraced herself. This was what I was talking about for Finland. Denmark actually has the icy colors that I wanted to see from European contestant. It's pastel blue. It looks almost silver, so I like it. I think this is a great color. She should wear the same evening gown for the finals. She has a good personality. Also, I looked at a social project. It is about animal rescues, so the protection of animals. As a pet lover, I have my pets. I have 4 pets of my own, 2 dogs, 2 cats. So as a proud dad of for animals. I am so happy to see a beauty queen actually talking about animals. So it really touched my heart. I would say she does need to improve a little bit on her speaking skills because when I was watching her voice for change video on YouTube, she did not have the best way of expressing herself, right? Like she was good, but it felt like she was reading a script. So I do want her to be a bit more mindful of how she talks on camera. So that's my only concern. So she has got a little bit less points on the speaking skills, but she got really high points in all the other four criteria. So that was something that I'm keeping in mind. So I think she will do really well. It's just the Q&A. I'm not sure if she will give a good answer. So that's my only thing holding me back about Denmark. But she's exquisite though. She's beautiful, brilliant. So yeah, I guess these two have kind of the same problem, which is communication skills. That is the only reason I don't have them in top three. So if are you guys ready to see my top three? And this was very difficult for me to pick these as the top three. So it could go either way. I think any of these ladies can win Miss Universe crown. That is the reason I haven't given them the actual rank. So I don't know who will be the second runner-up, who will be the first runner-up. I'll be more than happy any of these three winning the Miss Universe crown. First one to talk about is Thailand. Opal Sujata. I think Thailand, she's probably the strongest Thai delegate they have sent in the recent years. I know a lot of people love Antonia Postal. I also really like her last year. But I think that I'm really happy that Thailand is finally sending a pure Thai girl who's actually really tall. She has good stage presence. I know that she had some issues with the national costume, but I actually really liked it because it showed that she's not perfect. She's there to embrace her imperfections. And her dropping that headpiece and also the sword during the national costume, it shows that she can handle any tough situation with ease and calmness and composure. So for me, that actually made me like it even more. That shows she's professional. So Fuchsia, good. Personality, excellent. 2 points. Stage presence, I do like it. I know she's not the most out there when it comes to swimsuit, but she's very demure, very classy, and very elegant. I really love her evening gown portion. I think she got really high points in the evening gown. I really like how the swan really kind of gracefully kind of embodies who she is, almost like a swan lake. She is a beautiful swan that is just dancing around that lake, and I think she is excellent. I watched her Sia Talks video for Voice for Change. I really loved her social project. It is so relatable to many, many millions of ladies out there who are suffering from cancer. As a young girl, when she was 16 years old, she went through breast cancer. So she had to go through surgery, and that is quite a tough situation. Imagine a 16-year-old teenager. She's not even fully a grown adult woman yet. She had to went through such a painful experience, and that has made her such an outspoken, resilient, and dedicated woman. For me, just for that, listen to that story, it was empowering. And I'm a man, okay? So for all the ladies out there, I'm sure they could relate to this story because many of the people have been affected by this disease. So I think a social project, check. So she already gets 4 points from me. Also, the last one was a personality. She is really friendly, really outgoing. I love how she interacts with her fans, especially the media people and also other contestants. She's very mindful of the people. She has the empathy, the kindness, the gratitude, which are really required skills. And it takes, like I said, a turmoil of experience. If you had a bad experience previously when you almost lost your life, that's when you really realize that you need to live every moment as it is the last one. I think that is the reason why she's so strong. I love her mindset and she's so confident and she's brave. And I think those are the qualities that the Miss Universe organization are looking for as the next transformational leader that Kun Ann said during the one of the interviews. So I will be more than happy if Thailand wins the third Miss Universe crown. It is so overdue. The last one is back in 1988. It's been over 33 years since they last won the Miss Universe crown. And if she wins the golden crown, kudos to you, girl. Kudos to you. So, what do you think of Thailand? Let me know in the comment section because I actually can see her win the whole crown. She really embodies the characteristics of being a modern day woman. And Thailand, you should be very proud of your representative. She made you proud. Okay, the second one that I actually do think could win alongside Thailand is Peru. Tatiana Calvel. So Tatiana Calmel was a former runner-up at the Miss International held in Japan, and I'm really happy that she has improved so much. I was really happy to see so much self-development and growth through her life experience because during the Miss International she was a bit more like quiet, a bit more shy, maybe because of the competition or maybe that's how she was. But I've noticed over the past 2 years since that experience, she has become a lot more outspoken, really empowered, confident, independent, and self-reliant, all those great qualities and contributions to be a great leader. So I do think she has leadership skills too. So she's very outspoken. I love how she speaks and how she connects when she's speaking. Her eyes lit up. It really shines and it glows. And I want to know more about what she's thinking. So for communication skills, 10 out of 10. Social project was also brilliant. I really liked social media. Also, her social presence, great. 3 points already. Her presentation yesterday was brilliant. I loved how she presented herself. I think she gave a brilliant performance in the preliminary competition. And of course, I think the last one was personality, right? It's personality, she gets 10 out of 10 because she knows how to connect with other people. She's very relatable. And being a beauty queen, you cannot be an ice cold princess. No, because I know that Peru and a lot of these Latin American countries, they always are very warm and approachable. They will just make friends easily, even if they don't speak English. Like I know Peru speaks English, but let's say other people who may not speak English fluently, even if they're only speaking Spanish, they're really able to understand each other and trying to get to know other people. And for me, that is a quality I really like about Tatiana and Peruvian people in general, because Luciana is also quite similar. Luciana doesn't speak English fluently, but how she expresses herself, Miss Grand International I'm talking about from Peru, she also has quite similar personality to Tatiana, which is really humble, very down to earth, wants to talk to the people, just to build that bridge and feel that, okay, you know what? I may not understand you fully, but I want to know who you are as a person. And for me, that is a great quality. So she gets 5 points out of 5 that I gave her. Previously, you guys saw the requirements, and I think she is so beautiful from inside and out, which is really important to have. So she's humble, she has gratitude. She's always friendly to everyone. She's just nice to everyone out there. So I just think if Peru will be the winner, I will be more than happy. I think Tatiana is the strongest Peruvian girl who they have sent for the Miss Universe in the last decade. So I would be more than happy if she wears the crown. I actually can see her hold hands and possibly win the Miss Universe crown. It would make me really happy if she becomes the next Miss Universe. So, guys, what do you think of Peru? Do you think she could win the Miss Universe? Let me know in the comment section. And the last one, who actually I do think she probably has the highest chance of winning out of the three, is Venezuela. So Ileana Marquez, who is, I believe, the first mother to win the Miss Universe crown, who has beautiful children of her own. And if Miss Universe wants to truly celebrate inclusivity of crowning a mother, I believe Venezuela is a right candidate for the job position. She is confident, empowered, a leader who also embodies a transformational leadership skills, which as being a mother, she is not only helping her family, she's also now providing for her children. And being a mother is not an easy job. It is actually the most difficult job out there. So kudos to all the mothers. If you're watching this video and you have a kid, kudos to you, because it is really difficult. And I know that she is out there to truly embrace who she is. I know that she's not perfect, but I really like that her imperfections truly makes her beautiful. I really was following her since the national pageant when she won Miss Venezuela, and I'm really happy that she has progressed so much. She's this really incredible lady that when she speaks, people want to listen to you. She has a really nice speaking voice. It almost feels that she's talking to me. Even though she's talking to a lot of people, it feels that when she's talking to me as an individual, and that makes me feel great about myself. So she had that special quality to really understand other people in a deeper way, deeper meaning, building that great bond and connections with emotions. So for me, those are really great way of becoming a Miss Universe. Of course, stage presence, outstanding. Did you guys see a swimsuit? Come on now. Her and Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, those three countries nailed it. Nailed that swimsuit round. Evening gown, I loved it. I know some people are hating on her color. You know what? I actually liked it. If she wants to wear the same one, wear it again. I think this is beautiful. She looks regal, very queenly. She had great stage presence. Her passerella, 10 out of 10. Speaking skills, 10 out of 10. Personality, I already said it. I love her personality. Her social media, great. I also really like her social project. I think she's brilliant. And Venezuela, I think it's about time they win the crown again. The last one was what, back in 2013 with Gabriel Issa, right? So it's been, I think, 11 years since the Venezuela won the Miss Universe crown. So if they want to crown Venezuela with the new leadership of the Miss Universe organization under JKN Global and Raul, she's the girl. She's that girl. So I think she is confident, empowered, beautiful, and she just has all the qualities to be a brilliant Miss Universe winner. And also, future wise, since she's a mother, she'll be able to inspire all the other people out there to really redefine the meaning of a pageantry. What does it mean to be a beauty queen in the modern society? Because a lot of people think, oh, beauty pageant is such an old traditional way of thinking. It is very old fashioned. So I do think that Venezuela could really I think Venezuela could really change that image of a beauty pageant. And I think this would be a great marketing way as well to really promote the pageant as a true inclusive pageantry, which will make Miss Universe different and stand out from the rest of the beauty pageants out there. So I think Venezuela just checks all the boxes in my checklist that you guys saw previously, and I would be really happy to see Venezuela win the next Miss Universe crown. So guys, saying that, I believe that's the end of the video. Let's check the next slide. So yeah, who do you think will win the Miss Universe 2024 crown? Let me know in the comment section. I cannot make my choice, so I have three. It's a three-way tie between Thailand, Peru, and Venezuela. I'll be more than happy if any of them win. I do think the judges will probably prefer Venezuela, but I'll be more than happy with any of them winning Miss Universe crown. So guys, this was my final prediction by Pageant Empress of Miss Universe 2024. Keeping in mind that I have 5 requirements and these ladies all check the 5 boxes. So let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear about your opinions. Do you agree or do you disagree with my final choices? And what do you think of the production and what are you expecting about the grand coronation? Will they outdo themselves? Do you think they'll improve from the production they did, which I have a different video for that. So yeah, guys, I had a great time talking to you. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like this video, share this video on social media, click the subscribe button. We're about 300 people left, 300 subscribers left until we reach the 210 subscribers. So please help me get it before the end of the year. We still have a month left, but help me out. And also it's my birthday, so if you want to celebrate birthday with me, you can follow me on my Pageant Empress at the rate Pageant Empress on social media, and you can send me a message if you want. So happy birthday to me too. So okay guys, thank you for having me. I'll see you guys soon in my next video after the Miss Universe competition. So bye bye.